Alrighty, let's get our chats open. Whoops, that is not what I intended to do. Got to get the link to my live session on the YTs so I can open it in my chat app. At which point we can start playing, because it's not like TikTok where it just kind of shows up there. You have to redo it every time. There's got to be some way to fix that. I don't know what it is. So we're just gonna have to power through it. All right, Dark Cloud. Right. Where is Dark Cloud? Dark Cloud is right here, as it's always been. So the goal on this run is to do a full completion, as in get all these characters their max level weapons before we finish the game. We just got Ungaga. So we were working on her, but I think it's going to take us to Ungaga on the next floor. Nope. That's a good thing. Mysterious enemy lurks. That is also a good... And there he is. Really? And what do we get? Opal! Nice find. Nice find. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the entire floor, get all of the Atlar, and we'll switch to Ruby to take out the enemies. Mini totem pole. Of course it did. He's already got the Atlamilla blade. Tone is in very good shape. Oh, don't waste. Waste not, want not, pudding and pie. So what do we need for this now? Nope, yep, nope. Oh, boy. Undead, mage, and those elements. So, we have undead and mage here. Actually, let's see what some of our bigger gems do. Nothing. That would have been useful about an hour, well, last time we were playing. Metal and mage. Okay, so let's switch this one to undead. That's even better. Oh, right, we already upgraded. I don't think these guys like wind. Do I have wind? Yes. Hey. Quit dodging. You're a pile of sand, dude. It makes no sense that you should move that evenly. That quickly. So who's still playing this game in 2025? The correct answer should be everyone. But I think it's just me. Another reason you want to be here at Save Awesome Studio. We play the best games. Well, when it comes to classics. We also mix in a little Expedition 33 every so often because I want to finish it. Oh, we got to use those Fruits of Eden. Oh, we have a back room key, too. I didn't even see that. Let's use our magic apples. She definitely needs a little more health. We'll just max him out. I think his highest is 170. What's a weird format? Let's go back here. Because we can. Well, I'm trying different things. I figure we keep my face small and keep the game large. That way people don't notice that they don't want to look at me while I'm playing games. Eyes are dry, my apologies. He doesn't like fire. Yeah, that's true. The beard's pretty great. Go down. TikTok, don't take that the wrong way. What are these guys weak to anyway? Let's actually find out what they're weak to. It's not holy. It's not wind. Thunder does 59 or 52. Ice does the same amount. Doesn't have an elemental weakness, it looks like. Unfortunate. Yeah, they already were. Joke's on you, game. I'm not going to subject you guys to the sound of the weapon beeping. We don't need that in our lives. Oh, no. Actually, ice does a little more damage against him. Maybe it's because I've got more of it. Ruby's just mowing him down. I definitely underestimated that, but he's metal. Usually they're weak to thunder. We're never going to run out of repair powder in this dungeon. No! Are you serious? Alright. Calling BS, but whatever. Give me a revival powder. That's not a revival powder. I command RN Jesus under my will to give me revival powder. Don't make me go to RN Jalile. Very funny. Very funny. Nope. God dang it. I need fire. flying. Useful. Not at the moment, but will be. Okay, after this floor, we got to go get revival powders. Because you know what? We keep forgetting. And we keep ending up in a situation where the character I'm training is dead and staying dead. I really, really need a new controller. Really? Everything's out to get me today. I swear. Well, they are my enemies, so actually that makes sense. But even so. Let's just pick up our Atla. Yeah, it's a great one. One of my favorites for sure. I suppose that makes sense, because I probably wouldn't be playing it if it weren't. Alright, so really... Really, dude? How did you miss? Now, let me show you something that Ungaga has, and a lot of people won't use Ungaga because you get him at such a point in the game where everybody else is already so jacked up. He has reach. But he's slow. I just want to demonstrate this. You see, it's very easy to keep your distance with him. But they're all going to be leveled up by the time this game is over. What other PS2 games are great ones to be playing here, guys? Seems like Dark Cloud's the only thing that gets viewership, and I don't want that to be the only game that Save Awesome Studio hypes up. Even though I am working on a spiritual successor to the series. Yeah, well, Ruby's ranged, of course, yeah. And I'm going to give this to Zhao. This is Dark Cloud. What did I come into my stuff for? Oh, that. I'll show you guys a little trick, though. If you ever run out of Dran's feathers, turn your camera here, and you'll move faster. It's a good little workaround if you don't have a Dran's feather on you. Oh, they can be. Any character you build up can be pretty strong. It's just not worth it. Because by the time that happens, you already have a very powerful melee... Oh, we didn't need to do that. A very powerful melee character and a very powerful ranged character built up already. But we're doing all of them. That's just what we're doing. We're going to save Ungaga, Goro, and Osmond for the end either way. Wow. But yeah, you can't really get the Chronicle 2 because you get it after the bonus boss and then there's nothing left to do. Please let me... Okay, I good. I forgot to go get my stuff. I don't know, and like people were telling me there's a way to do a New Game Plus where you have it in your inventory, but I can't figure it out. The fish sword? I'm not sure. I usually go for the Chronicle blade. Now, I'm playing... Oh, here we go. Yeah. I'm playing the with the enhancement mod. So, I actually... The Chronicle sword is even better because it'll do damage to 2 enemies at once sporadically and randomly. That's something they added with the enhanced edition. Now, I'm sure there's some way we can, like, hack in the Chronicle 2, but I don't even know if it has... What do you call it? I don't even know if it has stats. It's got to, right? For this mod, you have to be playing on PCSX2. If you look up Dark Cloud Enhanced, look for a GitHub link, and the instructions will be there. It's easier than you think it is. Just hard for me to explain because I'm not good at explaining things. So I think... Oh, we need chicken. Convert all this to chicken. Yeah, PCSX2 really is great. Don't need these. You can do mods. You can improve it. Like, I think a lot of games actually run at 60 FPS because of PCSX2. I never actually played Curse of Darkness, I'll be honest with you. I know Dragon Force has a song about it. That's the extent of my knowledge. Alright, now we can go back in. Well, you can do net play on PCSX too, and you can play it online with like a few. I don't know how to do it because I've never done it, but I know you can. Yeah, I'll have to give it a shot. Curse of Darkness. God, their titles were so, like, gothy and dramatic. Curse of Darkness. Symphony of the Night. Other things. They don't like wind. Dude. Let's bottleneck them. Hold still. There. All right. What? Now what? Devil Kings. I've never played Dynasty. Thank you for following, by the way. I've never played Dynasty Warriors. It has been recommended. All right, so we need Undead, Holy, and Thunder. I don't have any Undead. God dang it. We need Pearl. But we have Holy. Oh, for God's sake. What does this give me? MP. Just green stuff. I should have guessed. So we're going to have to get some stuff. But for now, we'll just up her ABS and then switch to the tone. I know Pearl does Thunder and Undead, so that would be ideal. But hoping to find something in this game is like hoping to find my keys. By that I mean I won't until I stop looking. What's the strangest place y'all have ever lost your keys? I found mine on top of the toaster once, which is weird because the toaster wasn't on the counter. I finished the second game a few times. I never played the second game. This is the Atlamilla sword. I never played the second game as a kid. I played that one because I got back into this one. And I realized 2 was on the PS4. And I thought, okay, let's give it a shot. And I hated it the first time I played it. Then I played it for a while and learned, like, all the little things that I was lost with. And now I like it as much as this one. So, I say it's worth it, but that's just me. Yeah, the second one's fantastic. I just didn't play it when I was young. I played it as an adult. I did find that the dialogue was not the best, but I wasn't there for that. Great voice actors, just really repetitive dialogue. Oh yeah, I like. It took me a while to really like Sphida, because you have to learn to enjoy Sphida before you can actually. You have to learn to play Sphida properly before you can actually enjoy it. Before that, it's not good. The forest is your first big The forest is your first big difficulty wall. I think a lot of people stop there. Yeah, there's a lot of things that they just teach you in Sindane that I think took a lot of people out of the game. Hold still. All right. It's all good for selling. I don't really use throwing items. I like most of the new mechanics. One thing I really liked was how they did the Georama. Instead of just handing you houses and stuff, they gave you materials to build the stuff, so you had a little more autonomy in how you built things. And the things people wanted, for the most part, were able to be done in multiple ways. Why did my thing freeze? I know why, because I have a plugged-in controller, and it's... Well, me and a group of friends are working on hopefully making a spiritual successor to the Dark Cloud series called Dark Trinity. We have concept art that I'm going to be sharing in the next couple of weeks once I feel like people aren't going to rip it apart, because I put a lot of work into it. Yeah. That's the one thing about Dark Cloud 2 I will 100% agree with you on. As much as I love the game, it offers zero guidance on anything. And that's why I didn't like games like what do you call it? I didn't like Souls-like games for that reason. Because I get that the idea is you're dropped in and you're supposed to just survive. That's why I think that's probably why I actually liked Elden Ring versus the other ones. Because you actually have some clue as to what's where. You have a map and stuff. Other Souls-like games, hey, here's a game. That's how you move, that's how you attack. Figure it out. No shame on people who enjoy that. I really don't. See, the problem is, like, nowadays, people think in very binary ways these days. They think if there's any kind of guidance or any kind of, excuse me, any kind of accessibility, the game's holding your hand. And so they think the harder a game is, the better it is, which just isn't the case. You can have in-between points where you have some guidance that shows you where you might probably want to go, and still not tell you everything about the game. I never finished. Should I do it? Okay, guys, I'll tell you what. When we get to 20,000 followers, I'll play Sekiro. That's on TikTok. YT will say 2,000 subs. Because I'm only at 1,080 there, I think. No, that's a big thing for YT. I will play through Sekiro if we get to 20,000 on TikTok. Or we get to, we'll say, 1,500 on YT. If you want to see me put my head through the monitor and scream, I'll give it a shot. I like Bloodborne. Bloodborne was the only Souls-like I really loved. We were supposed to leave and see if we could buy things. Oh well. Oh, and I like Wukong. I know that there's people out there who are like, Wukong isn't a Souls-like. It's a Souls-like. It's a Souls-like. All right? I know that you want to differentiate everything, and you know, call this and make every band their own genre. It's a Souls-like. Come on. I have an actual copy. I say that for legal reasons. We're playing on an emulator, so I can use the enhanced edition. Wukong is very good. Coming from somebody who, again, does not care for Souls-like games, it sucked me right in. And I unlocked the full endings and stuff. Just when you fight, oh, what's the guy's name? The fierce deity guy. I can't remember his name. But when you fight him, just understand it's going to take you at least 10 tries. Yeah, there are. And I'll tell you this, too. Like, even on the hardest bosses, like the Yellow Long, that everybody said was so difficult, it only took me 4 tries to do that one. It took me 4 tries to do that. And people were like, that's not even possible. The deity guy took me... Shenlong, was that his name? Whatever. He took me at least 10 or 15 tries. I was just at it all day. Crap, we're out of water. And T Bloodletter, thank you for following. Alright, we're just gonna have to deal with our shrinking health. Till we find water or a well. Yeah, I got frustrated with Sekiro like an hour and a half in and just gave up. Thankfully, I didn't purchase it. I borrowed it from my brother. But I can borrow it from him again if we hit our goals and people actually want to see me suffer. Ooh. Good find. Justin, how's it going? I'll tell you, the funny thing is, I finished Dark Souls 1 on a dare. Well, I'm playing a video game, so yeah, I can see. I'm playing Dark Souls 1 on a dare. Oh yeah, we can see the chat. I misunderstood your question, I'm sorry. Dark Souls 1, because when I was in college, I played it at a friend's house, and I said, I don't like this. And he says, no, he went on the skill issue platform, chat, idea thing. And I said, dude, I could beat this game. I don't like it because I feel heavy and clunky and don't feel very... It's a great game, Justin. I don't feel very nimble playing this, and I don't care for that. I don't feel like I have a lot of options. He's like, no, it's okay. You don't have to play it if it's too hard for you. So I borrowed his copy of the game, played all the way through it, got... Was there a good ending in that game? I can't remember. I don't remember if there was different endings, but I finished the game and did some bonus stuff. And I'm like, there. I don't like Dark Souls. It's not a skill issue. But then I played Bloodborne, and I loved Bloodborne. Yeah, well, we're talking about Sekiro, so be prepared for that. That is, like, when I say it's not an easy game, it's not an easy game. Yeah, Bloodborne's... Honestly, Bloodborne pulled me in for a couple of reasons. One, the combat style is way more aggressive, and I play games aggressively, so that really fit me in my gameplay style. And, just the Lovecraftian dark atmosphere of it really got to me. So, yeah, Bloodborne, that one I love. Then I found out they have a multiplayer, like a Bloodborne spiritual successor coming to the Switch too, and then all that stuff happened with the Switch too, so I'm like, oh, well, great. I won't be playing that. Then they got Elden Ring Night Rain, which I'm very interested in, but will not buy until they add crossplay, because in 2025, when every indie game has it, there's no excuse for a AAA title to not have crossplay. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. No excuse whatsoever. I don't know. They went with the Switch too. Nintendo probably had a deal with them. Yeah, Nintendo probably had a deal with them. Yeah. You mean you were thinking they had a deal with them? Yeah, Nintendo, if Nintendo has nothing else, they have money. Yeah, I was thinking about getting the Switch too when I had a little more money. Right now, money is very tight. But I don't know, like, I'm not worried about them bricking the console. That language, we've all heard that, right? That they can brick the console remotely. Every console has language like that. It's just not as explicit. Any one of these companies has, wow, that was weird. Has had you sign or agree to something that says they can do that. And they probably won't. Like, people who have used the MiG switches, they're just banned from online play. And you know what? That I get. It's like, if your goal is to pirate games, obviously Nintendo doesn't want you to do that. You're not allowed to Switch too? I still have my Switch 1. I'm just still going to play that. Actually, I haven't played the Switch 1. I don't know when the last time I turned on my Switch was. I tried to sell it because I needed some money and it never sold. And I just ended up, like, resetting it and considering, because I reset it to try and sell it, and it never sold, and I don't remember my login. So, if I'm going to use the Switch, it's going to be a big pain, and I don't have that much patience. Alright, so we got to see if anybody has anything we can use with Ruby. What's our old buddy here got? Now, I think the Switch 2 looks really cool. Like, everybody was complaining about the hardware power on it. Dude, it's portable. It's portable, and it runs Cyberpunk 2077 looking good at 60 frames per second in portable mode. I don't know what people expected. And then you got the people like, well, it's a great game, Zenny. One of my favorites. People are like, well, it's the same thing as the Switch. Yeah! So was the PS5 the same thing as the PS4, and the PS4 the same thing as the PS3 ad nauseum. They got it right. They had a system that sold. Ahi. Yeah, but it was selling well on that model. Why would you not continue to do that? It makes perfect sense. Oh, thanks, Blackhawk. Yeah, I know a lot of people are jumping in there saying, a few people have said it was AI. It's not. Believe me, it's not AI. I can't in this version of the game. Because this version of the game is modded, and you can get the Broken Dagger by putting in a cheat, but I don't know it. I have used it before, but never on a full run. Once in a while, I'll just... And Blackhawk, thank you for the roses. It's not impossible. I know a few people have gotten it. They are a little scarce, the Switch 2, but you can find it if you really look. There's at least one store around you that's got one, I promise. Because when Nintendo put out the pre-orders, they knew the scalpers were going to be there. So they only put out half their stock for pre-order. And the scalpers got real upset about it. It's like, well, then don't be scalping games. Don't ruin things for people. Now, personally, I think it's right in the name what we should do to those people, but, you know. Yeah, that's an option. And thank you for the roses. Every single one of those roses is going into the box that contains my funds that are saving for a new PC, because this one's not going to last forever and it's starting to go. He doesn't have anything I can use. But we can sell the Dewsack, I think. Yeah, we can sell the Dewsack. And some of these things. Someone's going to have something in their rotating stock I can use. It's splitting up the roses quite a bit. I don't know why it's doing that, but thank you for all those roses. We need, Undead. That's what we need. You don't have it. I never got the Dewsack until this playthrough. I knew about it, but I've never actually gotten it randomly. Yeah, Blackhawk's always goated. Always supporting the stream, making it happen. No, I want you... I wish I could actually look at the stats on these weapons before I purchase them. That would help a lot. Actually, I think the Gladius... I think the Gladius has, undead. Let's take a risk here. Nope, wrong button. It does! Nice! That might be enough, too. This doesn't... This has a little bit. Okay. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to power up the Gladius to +5 and throw it on her weapon. That will take care of that requirement. Then we just have elements. And there was a chest over here I saw. Then we got to go buy a fish. Yeah, we're getting there. Like, we were doing real well a while ago, and it just, after December, when all that stuff happened with the potential banana, I don't know if we're supposed to say that word, because I know TikTok throttles viewership if you say certain words. We were getting 150 to 200 concurrent viewers, and it just nuked after that. My eyes are dry, folks. Forgive me. So we need to get a fish. Summer is not fun for people with allergies and people who are of the larger... Yeah, especially because it was my main source of income at the time. Now I'm working part-time again because I was making enough doing what I do on the TikTok to pay my rent and everything. And then it just tanks. You know, there's this big argument going around where people are like, well, streaming is harder than a 9-to-5. It's not, but it's hard in different ways. Because you're not guaranteed a paycheck every week. Even if you put in the full work, even if you put in the full hours, no matter what you do, you are not guaranteed a paycheck if you're a full-time streamer. So, yeah, believe me, it has its difficulties, whether people want to believe that or not. How's that do? That's good. We get to that back room, we're going to be wrecking things. I bet we can get like 2 levels in one go. But that's why I'm trying to... Oh, we'll come back for him. Excuse me. I'm really trying to power up my YT because YT has much more consistent monetization. And YT's just not going anywhere. Exactly. And that's the life we chose. It's a great game. That's the life we choose when we decide we want to do full-time streaming. We know that there's a risk involved. But it just, like, what really sucks is when you're there. You're doing it. Everything's working out great. And then they say, oh, we're going to ban this app. And everybody who was watching you leaves. And you have to start from the beginning, despite the fact that you were growing exponentially before. It's unfair. I almost quit. Like, I almost just stopped doing it. But then I decided I didn't want to stop doing it. And I still had enough, because, like, I wasn't having to invade my nest egg to pay the rent anymore. Oh, God. And now I am. But, you know... life is full of little surprises. I'm not entirely certain what that means, but it means something to somebody. But I got a lot of frying pans in the oven right now. I have, Yep, me too. I have my same copy from 25 years ago. 24 years ago. And I'm amazed it still functioned well enough after all those years to be able to rip it to my PC. Oh, wait, that's not what we want. Hey. Hey! Okay, this could be an issue. Where is... Oh, okay, no, we do have some good. Alright, let that do its thing. See, we're already leveling this thing up. There's a reason we're doing this, too. There are many methods wherein my madness is involved. Oh. Word of advice if you're going to play this game, always have an auto repair powder and a revival powder on your belt. Accidents happen. Really? Dude! I am not... Okay. Alright, fine. Come here. Come here. Come here. I don't care. Come here. God! Clear half the floor just to get to the back floor. Yeah, it doesn't matter because I have revival powder. D-bag. Oh my god. Yeah! I don't care. 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 That weapon does absolute... Wow. I know it's a big guy, but why is he one-shotting me? This is the last dungeon. Okay. Flap. Wow. Well, that would have been nice earlier. I got a little frustrated there, didn't I? I hope y'all learned something from that. And we didn't even need a key. I just screwed up. God. So we're just going to have to be careful on the back floor because we got to power this Gladius up. I wish that they would, yeah, that's the fun, isn't it? I wish that they would remaster, at least graphically remaster this game like they did with Soul Reaver. Nope. 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 That's good. Okay. No, that's not what I intended. Come on. I think the original style is good. Don't get me wrong. But I do want to see what they would look like with just updated high-fidelity graphics. Soul Reaver looked fantastic in its time, though, for its time. Play it on the Dreamcast, it looks like almost like a PS2 game. The Dreamcast was the version I was practicing my speedruns on until the remaster came out. I should get back to practicing speedruns for Soul Reaver. Would anybody watch that? If I streamed it? Oh yeah, the whole series blew me away as a kid. Just how deep the storyline was and stuff. That's what really got, like, honestly, weirdly enough, that's what got me into, like, literature and stuff. Oh, that's not a mimic. I'll let y'all pick, but I'm telling you the small box is the call. So if anybody has any input here. I think small too. And Astral, thank you for the follow. You know what? We're going to go for the small box because you know the big one's going to be... Okay, yeah, the big one was going to be some garbage. It always is. But I think we got what we needed out of that too. I think Amethyst does Undead. No, wait, it doesn't. It does Mage, I think. Still, good find. Yep. So no good for what we need, but good find nonetheless. That one's going to be the King Mimic. I don't know if y'all know this trick, but if you switch to another weapon real quick, it'll give that one the ABS. Which is how we're going to level up this weapon, because we're not trying to be here all day. I know that I put attachments on that. Did I put them on here instead by accident? I know for a fact that I put attachments on this thing. It doesn't matter. We just have to get it to level 5. It doesn't matter. There is no need to get frustrated. Soap, soap. What is soap? See if anybody gets that. I'm sure most of you got that reference. We all loved that show when we were kids. I kind of wish that we were getting more than that, but we'll do the next floor too if the fish stays fresh. Not till the fish jumps. It's over. Nothing's useless. Stuff like that sells really well. I never use those amulets. I keep forgetting that we're on the Mimic floor. Another thing I'm going to give Dark Cloud too is that no matter what side you were standing on, the chest would open. That was just like a really small quality of life thing that was amazing. Because I'll tell you, there were issues in this game, and it's only in the Demon's Tower where there will be chests that are in a corner where you can't touch them because you can't open them from the back. But the Demon's Tower was also experimental. Like, they didn't finish it, and it was supposed to be in the main game, and it wasn't in the first release. When the localized US version got released is when we got it, and it just wasn't finished. But it has a lot of enemies we'd see in Dark Cloud too. I thought that was cool. Who's fought through the Demon Shaft? I've only done it once, and that was for streaming. I'll tell you, it's rough because you get really, after a while, you burn out on it. Because I will show you. I will show you the trick that I am performing. That sword is much stronger than that one. That sword will take this enemy out in 2 hits. The other sword would take forever, but that's the sword we're leveling up. So if I equip it quickly enough after taking out the enemy, this sword will get the experience. We're trying to get this sword to level 5 so we can turn it into an attachment and give it stats to that sword. In short, it's just easier. Like, we're in an area where this sword is not even close to cutting it. No pun intended. And we do that quick switch. You want to get it before the enemy hits the floor. And it gains the experience. I wonder if this one will fill my ABS. No, and that's pointless, but at least it wasn't something bad. Now, rinse and repeat. Emphasis on rinse. I don't know why the emphasis is on rinse. I don't know why I said that. Oh, not ready. Come here. Come here. Come here. We should still be able to do it, even though he's already hit the floor. Okay, good, good, good. Now, I wish we could switch weapons with the arrow keys. You can tell I'm a retro gamer because I said arrow keys. With the D-pad. But we can change our element with the D-pad, which is a huge plus. You couldn't do that before they made this enhanced mod, so I'm just thankful for that. Wait, let me check how our inventory looks. Hopefully this survives long enough. I think the Blizzard gem might keep it cold. But we have the hook, so let's just try and make a mad dash to the next floor. I hate summer. I hate summer because I have allergies. I hate summer because it's hot. I hate summer because of bugs. What I like is like the height of winter when it's only light outside for like 6 hours. It's nice and cold. It's always cloudy. I'm one of those. I'm one of those. Oh, you... Well, it's a good thing we found that soap, huh? So the next step is to run like crazy and get to the next floor. Out of my way. Fish is still good. And what the fish does, there's some people here who, it seems they're new to the game. The fish allows you to open the back floor. Back floors are optional floors. The enemies are much stronger. They give you much more experience, but oftentimes they can one-shot you. Oh. Now, the great thing about this area is that you can buy the key to the back floors. It's not just random. So this is your area to grind your weapons. If you quite literally have an axe to grind. Please be over here. Because it's going to be very bad. Oh, thank you. For once, RNGesus is on my side. Now, anybody who hasn't played this game and is interested, it's called Dark Cloud. You can get it on the PS5. I recommend seeing, if you buy it on the PS5, play it on your PC. That sounds crazy. But get an emulator and play it on your PC because you can play the enhanced version. I say that because I legally have to tell you you should not emulate a game you don't own. Legalities and copyrights and all that. No. Okay, let's fight. Oh, holy Christ. Hey. I didn't give you permission to do that. Okay, so we're getting pretty good gains from this. Yeah, me too. I also bought it on the PS5 because I wanted to play it on my TV. Now I got a good setup for emulators, though, so... Come on. Come here. Come here. I hate these guys. I hate the enemies that hop backwards, and I hate the enemies that block. Because there's, like, no discernible pattern to it. They just are either going to constantly hop or not hop at all. Alrighty. 2 more levels. What can we throw on there? You know what? We'll just throw the gems on there. We can always get more. That's going on Ruby's weapon. Actually, we could probably finish it with this weapon. As such. So, where else? What else we got to do here? I think there's some masks of Prajna here, too. Why does it keep giving me soap? You trying to say something to me, game? I showered today. The water was ice cold because my gas is shut off. That should show you my commitment to being clean. Of course, it's also 1,000,000 degrees here, so that was kind of refreshing. Is anybody else under that crazy heat dome thing? Because I gotta tell you, I don't know what a heat dome is. I just know I hate it. I know that the last 2 days when I stepped out of my office, it felt like walking into a wall. Oh, that's what I was going into my inventory for. Just a wall of pure suffering. My cat, who's typically off doing his own thing during the day, wants to be in the air-conditioned room, so I have to let him in. And he's going to unplug all my USBs because he takes joy in that. Like, I used to let him in here all the time. Yeah, I don't know much about... I've been to South Carolina during the summer, and it's pretty bad. But I'm going to say that thing that everybody who is in their mid to late 30s and is a guy says. It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. Just because it's a cliche doesn't mean it ain't true. Matter of fact, it probably is if it's a cliche. But I'll tell you this, the Western New York version of it's not the heat, it's the humidity is it's not the cold, it's the wind chill. I am so ready for wind chill to be the discussion instead of humidity. Oh yeah, it's what cools you is that evaporating. If there's nowhere for it to evaporate to, it's useless. Although the good news is, my plants have done very well because they're holding in, because there's nowhere for the water and the soil to evaporate to, so they've been holding in water a lot better. Garbage. Decent, okay, fine. Excellent find. Oh, yeah. And you can only go so far the other way before you get arrested. Yeah, I barely even add more layers in the wintertime. I don't even take my coat out of the closet till it's below 30 degrees. But you know what? It is currently the end of June. We have 3 months until September when it starts to cool off. So we got 12 weeks of this garbage. Give or take 2. And I can handle that. I've done it every year up until this point. Need. All right, who else have we got? Yeah, that's my favorite months out of the year are October and November because I like the fall, I like Halloween. And I very much... Oh, we need more of these. And I like Christmas. You know, a lot of people like Halloween. They're like, Christmas is dumb. Let me just have Halloween. It's like, I want both. I want both. She sells these regularly. That's fantastic. I don't know if that's part of the mod. I don't remember her selling those. All right. So one more go should do it, and then her weapon will be powered up. I'll tell you this too, guys. The fight. The fight between, the boss fight in the next dungeon. Wow, I just totally forgot how to talk. The boss fight in the next dungeon is a joke. Because in this dungeon, we face Lasaya, who's probably the most difficult boss in the game, other than the last phase of the Dark Genie. And the next boss, you can do it without getting hit, having no idea how to do it. Yeah, this year, it's been like that for me in my area a lot lately, where, like, we're like, when is it supposed to be winter again? But last year, it started in November, and it did not stop until late March. That's the way it's meant to be. That one of those fish is going to rot because of the way they laid out this dungeon. This game knows exactly what it's doing. Yeah, if you don't know how to fight, all the bosses are like that. If you don't know how to fight them, they're going to be very difficult. Like Dran, hit him with the what do you call that thing? Hit him with the slingshot, slash, hit him with the slingshot, slash. Rinse and repeat, and you're good. And it's always going to be like that for every boss. It's going to be hit him with one character and then hit him with probably Tone. Like Lasaya, you have to hit with Ruby and then you hit him with Tone. You hit her with Tone, or maybe vice versa. I don't remember. Because she's weak to magic in one state and then weak to physical in the other state. Oh, that's not what I needed. Oh, for God's sake! This game is trying to make me waste Gilda. But yeah, like, the Dark Genie... You want to know how you... If you want to know the trick to the Dark Genie, it's very simple. Bring a whole buttload of, revival powders and a whole lot of stamina potions. I actually built, Ruby up in one run to where we took out the Dark Genie in 4 hits. Like, no joke, I got her so powerful that we took out the Dark Genie in 4 hits. Oh yeah, I played this like crazy as a kid. Another thing about the Dark Genie, I've seen people play this on here and ask how to get, what was I saying? Somebody asked me, how do you avoid, like, the wind attack that the Dark Genie does? You don't. You just use a stamina potion and it doesn't damage you. Yeah, if you build up to it, anything in this game can be prepared for. That's what I love about it. The big thing I love about this game is it can be as hard or easy as you want it to be. Depending on how much you prepare. Basically the Batman principle. You can do anything if you prepare properly. Where are the mimics? I haven't played that one. You see, I really like games that give you the option to make it... Yeah, I was thinking about doing a run where we only use the dagger. A lot of people have been asking for that. I don't know if I want to do it, but I will if people really want to see it. What does this give us? Good. No. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to throw these on there. It's all going on Ruby's weapon anyway. Well, the good news is there is a small group of people who are currently working on a spiritual successor to the Dark Cloud series. I'm part of that group. It is a very long time off, but we're working on concept art now, which I will be sharing on TikTok in a week or two when I feel it's ready. Yeah, you ever play V Rising? V Rising is a skill-based game. There is progression. Your character does get stronger. And thank you for following Sleight of Hand. But yeah, V Rising is almost entirely skill-based. Plus, it's got vampires, which is cool. I like vampires. and they had guest appearances from Simon Belmont. And I'm like, okay, so when do I get Kane? Let's get him while Simon Templeman's still alive to do the voice. I should tell you, I am brand new, like brand new at game design. I know very little about it, so I'm not the guy to look at stuff. I'll be honest with you. I'm learning as I go. Like, genuinely, I'm not good at it yet. All I've done is drawing so far, and I'm learning code. If you want to send me a message, if I can find the time, I'll look at some things. Right now, I'm really trying to rebuild stuff, but if I can make time for it, I will take a look. Oh. You know what, guys? Actually, join... Oh, dang it. Join my Discord. We can talk about stuff like that. It's going to be much easier than talking about it over TikTok. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I can't. Crap, I can't. Keep an eye out, guys. I'm going to put up a new link in my link tree for my Discord. Because I wanted to post it here, but this app doesn't let me comment for some reason. Unless anybody's there and they want to throw it in the comments. But yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm learning about coding in Godot. But I'm not sure if that's the engine I'm going to end up using. I don't have the hardware power to use Unreal 5 till I get a new PC, which is the engine that I would like to use, just because it looks fantastic. Or yeah, I don't know if because like people have been telling me the link in my link tree doesn't work anymore, despite the fact that it's a permalink. So all I can say, guys, is just wait until I'm done with the stream, and I'll update that link, and you can join from there. Best way to get a hold of me is either through that or through my Instagram. I'm not supposed to say the names of other platforms here. God dang it. My IG is there too, though. So you can actually message me through IG. It's a little easier than trying to keep up with it in the TikTok chat. Church, yeah. Well, I don't know if you're new here. I can't remember, but I was just talking about me and some people are working on a spiritual successor to the Dark Cloud, and I don't want people to think that's happening anytime soon. We're at the concept art phase. We're real early on, but we decided to take initiative and make it ourselves since Sony doesn't like money. They don't want it, I'll take it. But the title is Dark Trinity. We have the story written, characters figured out, some environments drawn. The concept art I'm going to share is the characters. We have 3 characters in the game versus the crazy 6 in this one and the seemingly too small 2 in Dark Cloud 2. And a major, a major theme of Dark Trinity is the number 3, if that wasn't obvious. We have 3 characters. We have 3 areas you go to, each with 3 dungeons and 3 little villages. We have 3 arch-evils, you might say. Currently, we have 2 people working on the game, which kind of breaks the pattern, but it doesn't matter. And we are changing things up a bit. Like, each character is going to have their own kind of evasive ability. Like, we have a thief. The thief is going to dodge and have perfect dodges. The mage is going to parry. He's going to have parry spells, and if he gets a perfect parry, he can do extra damage. And the warrior type character can just block really good. We kept it simple with him. Oh wait, that's not what I want. Finally. Still, huh? Alright. Let's see if we can find the key and get to the next floor fast enough to not waste that other fish. What do we still need? Still? My God! I don't even care. Because we can heal right over here, so we can be a little careless. Really? So a Mimic definitely might have it. Ice block. Actually, that saves us some effort. So that now we can take our time a little bit. There. There it is. I grabbed the wrong item. You didn't know which one was the thing. Sorry, I kind of zoned out while I was playing for a second. And no, we need the key. Which is right over here. Has to be. Alright. I zoned out for a second there. Nope. None of these enemies are my problem. Alright. Now hopefully we'll find some things here we can use. We need Thunder, Holy, and still Undead! Not Undead, yeah, Undead. I don't know how that is. Really want to upgrade our weapon before we move on. And we got this guy here. Really? Swear to God. They don't like thunder. See, there's like no real pattern. And, I mean, there is a pattern, but it's really erratic. And I can't stand those things personally. Thankfully, I can take a hit now. How's it going, Nacho? Useless? Udada. Useless? I know someone's got to be selling Undead Busters. Someone's got to. Someone has to. Oh, pasta sounds good. Pasta sounds fantastic. Jerk. I'll check. I forget who sells what, in all honesty. As many times as I've been through this game, and I shouldn't, I do. You know what I really want? Is like a black chocolate raspberry ice cream. That sounds good. Oh yeah, Holy, I know he has Holy. But I need Undead Buster. Can't escape the curse, just the explosion. Haagen-Dazs. Do you know Haagen-Dazs literally translates to cheese day? I don't know if that's actually true. I just made it up. I have never seen that before. Oh! Oh! Does it have what we need, though? No, it does not. I eat cheese every day. Anybody who doesn't is missing out. That, I think, has what I need. Stop it, Peridot. Because I know that does Holy. God dang it! Yeah, being lactose intolerant makes it difficult, but not impossible. No, really, yeah, I get it. See, I'm allergic to walnuts, and I used to really love walnuts. I'm not sure if I was always allergic. It was never like I, went into anaphylactic shock when I ate them, but my mouth got real itchy and sore. And I miss walnuts. Pecans are close, but not quite the same. Please just have undead. God! Bless it. Alright, let's shop around a bit. Undead is the big thing that we're not finding. There's always one thing. Bear with me just a moment here. Let me check something real quick. Okay, yeah, we're in good shape. We got time. Alright. First, we're going to check the Wise Owl shop. That's the one shop I haven't perused yet for this stuff. If we had the final area unlocked, he sells everything. Including gems. Wait, actually, we could fish. No, I didn't want to go to the freaking dungeon. Maybe we should do some fishing. What do y'all think? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What do you got, Wise Owl? Art thou wise? All right, folks, you're gonna see something in the YT chat if you're there. I don't want anybody to respond to it. I don't want anybody to talk to that person. I want you to just pretend they're not there. I'm reporting it as we speak. So yeah, if you're in the YT chat, which is like almost nobody, just don't respond to that person. I really hope that wasn't you, Kenny, because I would probably have to if it was. Oh, that was bad. They were dropping, they're doing that thing where they letter by letter spell out a slur because they're a 5-year-old with a 5-year-old's brain. Because, like, it's beyond the fact that it's obviously racist. It's, how old are you? I'm gonna say swear words in public. Seriously, grow up. Finally time for them to drop, dude. Like, that's the part that makes me angry, is the fact that it's terrible. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm as anti-racist as the next guy, but the thing that makes me angry is just how freaking immature it is. Well, I don't... See, here's the thing. I don't think you'd be here if that was you, because you know my views on that sort of thing. Oh, God. Fish bait is expensive. That's what I need, though. Like, if there's really ultimately one thing I truly cannot tolerate, it's people who are willfully ignorant and immature. It's one thing if, you know, you have some kind of issue that makes you that way. That's the other thing I don't get, is like people who feel the need to ruin everybody's good time by generally just being douchebags. It's like, what do you realistically... No, he doesn't have undead either. God dang it. What do you realistically hope to gain from that? You're going to get blocked. It's easier... The people blocking you when you do that are expelling a lot less energy than you are by continuing to come back. Alright. Let's do some fishing. How's it going, Heather? Yeah, we just need probably just a little bit of undead. Do pricklies not work here? I feel like they should. Oh, because the fish is over there. Hard to see. When Tone's fishing, he runs like he has to pee. That's one. Small one, though. 18 points. Alright, now how are we doing here? What do we need? How do I... Yeah. I mean, that's what I don't get. Is like, I don't understand when people go in and decide to troll. I know some people will freak out on them, and I don't really get that either, but... Like, any mature, well-adjusted person will block them. That's it. It takes you half a second and no energy. Okay, now which of these things? Diamond gives... Which one of these things will give us... Pearl. We got to earn a pearl. And Josh, thank you for following. So we need to get 100 points and get a pearl. I didn't realize fishing was that easy. I mean, I knew, like, the mechanics of it were easy, but I didn't realize... Like, you could get the big prizes that simply. All right, let's throw another prickly on there. Yeah, I never really do. I usually find what I need eventually, because the fishing is just, this is not fun, guys. And thank you for following, Sage Sex. Thank you for following. Typically, if I can't pronounce a name, I'll pronounce it by, like, the first 3 letters, but I don't want to call somebody Sag. There's the fish. Tone, buddy, could you? Okay, I don't think they like the bait. So let's take the bait elsewhere. Actually, I don't even know why I'm fishing here when I... No! Dude. What did you really think that would do, Tone? We're gonna go to the desert, because the desert has a better fishing hole. Fishing in 2 is not only easier, but it's more fun and engaging. Like, it's a mini game. It's not just sitting there waiting for the thing to shake and hitting X at the right time. They also, I noticed in Monster Hunter Wilds, added a bit of a mini game for larger fish, but it's not clear what you're supposed to do. I had to look it up on the YTs. He can sell me potato puffs. Who likes tater tots? I really like tater tots. How much are the potato balls? $4.50. God. You know what? We can make a little money selling some of those. We don't need all of those. Sell that off. I don't want to sell his only weapon. We can actually sell these. These are completely pointless. No! God, that was an accident. Oh. Well, at least it's not... Whatever. Exactly. Or, let me tell you when I make tater tots. I make them homemade. And, oh, well, it's too late now. At least I think it is. I could be wrong. I make my own tater tots, and what I like to do is I'll put some cheese and some chili on them. Now, thankfully, I only eat this like once every 2 weeks. I don't think it is wrong to expect both a good taste and a good texture. I don't think that's greedy. All right, here's our dough balls. Come on, man. Now, the cool thing is, oddly enough, with my PS4 controller, only 17 for that? With my PS4 controller, it didn't vibrate when I was fishing. This weird random Switch controller that I have lying around does. So I don't know what the issue was, but it helps because if I look away for a second, I'm not going to miss out on the fish. Hey, buddy? Yeah. You like that tater tot, don't you? What do you mean bait got rent? What? Sometimes this game gets on my nerves. I love this game, but it gets on my nerves sometimes. Go for the big fish. No, no, little fish, go away. Now I'm afraid they're going to cut and run with my bait. I don't know what that is. We need 100 points here. and it's going to suck getting all that. What happens if we use this here? Oh, he likes that. No, apparently he does not. He's unsure. He's uncertain. He's checking again. He's taken off. But his curiosity might get the better of him. Oh. Oh. We have another taker. Oh, and nope, he does not want it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's, something I'm trying out. I'm trying to make things a little more visually interesting. And they apparently do not like prickly. Oh, okay, there they are. We have enough to catch these last two fish, at least. Come on, dude. Bite the bait. Take the bait. Yeah, they like the potato cakes. Wow. They are not generous with points for your fish. All right, we'll go there. The reason I don't fish in the jungle area is because the water's murky. It's hard to see. But we'll go over there next. Come here, buddy. You're the last fish in the pond. Nobody's left. Nobody loves you. Come on. Where's that put us? 85. Okay, so one more fish should give us what we need. Let's go over to the jungle. George of the jungle, strong as he can be. That was a deep cut. Yep, Dark Cloud. We play this here a few times a week. Don't worry about what I did when I covered the camera. It was my inhaler. Oh, what the heck happened? Where am... Whoa. PS2 cameras. Oh, yeah, the cameras on PS2 games were always just awful. Here, fishy, fishy. And what do we got? Yeah, it's got a good vibe, that's for sure. 90... Oh, you son of a... We are 3 short. We are 3... Oh, wait. Hold on. Do we have something else we can use here? We are 3 points short. All right. We'll spend the money. We'll get another prickly. Oh, absolutely. Cusco. Like that guy? Emperor Cusco. Ah, Cusco, the poison. The poison made specifically to take out Cusco. Cusco's poison. Cusco's poison. My brother does a way better impression of that character than I do. I do Grunkle Stan. Cusco's poison. I can actually do almost every character. Any character that Alex Hirsch plays in Gravity Falls. I can do that. I can do impressions. My YT, and thank you, I appreciate that. It's in my link tree. I am under the Save Awesome channel. So if you go to the link tree, you can find it. That's in my bio, or just search up the Save Awesome channel. It'll be the one that has my my iconic logo. Come on. Yeah, I got it. Yep. Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh. Okay, we have enough points to get what we were trying to get here, at least. This was more work than it needed to be. No, gimme. Yep. Oh, wait, there's other stuff. Tsukikage? Wow, okay, we'll have to look at this stuff a little later, though. Because we need a pearl. That should give us what we need, I think. Mother of pearl! Fire on the poop deck! And that's thunder and undead. Okay. Still not quite, but... Let's do another run of the back floor there. Dang it. Can I tell you guys something about severe carpal tunnel? It sucks. You drop things all the time. Can't pick up small objects, and it hurts. Oh, great. I dropped my controller now. Hang on. Who is the mother of Pearl? This is an interesting question. Obviously, Pearl is adopted. Because I don't imagine a crab would very easily be able to give birth to... Well, a male crab especially would be able to give birth to a whale. I don't. I just use a regular one. And I gotta tell you, though, for me anyway, the best controller has been my PS5 controller, but the one I was using for PC broke on me, unfortunately. But yeah, I have to say, with carpal tunnel, and the trouble, like, gripping things and stuff, PS5 is the best controller I've ever used. Wait, no, we need Ruby. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this one has back buttons on it too, but I never map them because I just always forget about them anyway. That, or I keep squeezing the controller and accidentally hitting a button. Yeah, that's the main thing. Hang on, give me a sec here. Oh, crap. Let me clear this situation here, and I'll explain that further. Really? Really? So, I think I have one. Yeah. Here. No. Where is my PS5? I need to clean my desk. There it is. So much stuff here. The PS5 controller, and the reason it's great for my carpal tunnel is because, yeah, if you take a look here, the handles are bigger. The handles are much more ergonomic. Please don't be any more undead. Thank you, RN Jesus. But we need holy. Well, that's alright. We can make this work. Where is... Oh, right. That's what we were doing. Do, 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 do. Okay, it's not over here. Yeah, like, there is no one controller that is the best controller. It's... Everybody's got different hands. Everybody's got different ailments that affect their hands. For me, I got to get a new PS5 controller to use on my PC. I could use the one I use for my PS5, but then I'd have to change it over every time, and that just gets old. I actually got a PS5 controller for my birthday like a year and a half ago. And that's what I was using. So I started using my old one for PC because I wanted a purple controller. And I just dropped the old one too many times. That wasn't related to carpal tunnel. That was me just being clumsy. But I dropped it a few times, and finally it just gave out. My favorite area in the game, really hard to pick. Oh, probably Dark Heaven Castle, because I really like the music. And yeah, Dark Heaven Castle. I might have said, I might have said the Demon's Tower if it just wasn't so, like... I'm trying to think of the right way to put this. You burn out the Demon's Tower because it's so long. It's 100 floors, and there's no, like, building mechanics or anything to break it up, so you're just constantly going through floors as fast as you can. Why are we getting frame drops? That has never been an issue. I also heard some rumors that the entire Xbox and Xbox 360 library was going to be released on PC. Now, that sounds like a big claim, but they also said they're making a portable Xbox, and that turned out to be true. They said, what's it called? They said Gears of War was coming to PS5, and I didn't believe that either. And that happened. So honestly, I'm a little more open to crazy rumors about Xbox. They're really going software focused, and I think it's exactly the right decision for them. Because their consoles aren't selling well, but they have some fantastic software. Because if I could start getting the Xbox 360 games I can't play anymore on PC, like, I can play Fable 2 on my Xbox One. But, like, for example, I really want to play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, oh, God, what's it called? I really want to play Project 8 and Proving Ground, because I never got to finish them, and I don't want to play the PS2 versions, because they're just bad. At least, you know, so a lot of people disagree with that. I don't. I tried them, and they're rough. Yeah, I want the Xbox handheld, but they want like $900 for it, which I'm not saying isn't worth it. From what I've seen, it looks like it's well worth that price, but I'm not going to have $900. It's smart if they do it right. Like, the Google Stadia was a great idea, just extremely poorly executed. And garbage controller. Like, I'm going to say 70% of the reason I chose PlayStation in the beginning was because of the controllers. Then I realized like, PS2 had a much better library than Xbox original. Nowadays, there's not as much difference in what releases where. And we're moving away from exclusives. I think that's a good thing. No. I don't think anybody... The people who love the Duke are people who, are very nostalgic for that time. I don't think anybody genuinely liked the Duke. The Xbox 360 had the best controller up until the PS5 came out. That's my opinion. The Xbox 360 had by far... One second, guys. Give me a sec. Guys, I will be right back. Right back. I'm just going to mute the mic, and I will be back. We're going to finish this before I get off permanently for the day, but I got to go help with something. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's finish what we were doing. Where? Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's a lot of games on the Xbox 360 I'd like to revisit, and some I'd like to visit for the first time. Ace Combat, I think it was 6. Whichever was the first one on the Xbox 360, I never got to finish. I do hope they go the backwards compatibility route instead of the re-release route on them, though. That'd be fantastic, because I already have a lot of Xbox 360 games. Alright, at least before I finish today, I want to upgrade Ruby's weapon. Hey, you guys want to see something really cool? I bet you didn't know you could do this. Who remembers being able to do this? All right. Yeah, Xbox, like the PS3, started off fully backwards compatible, but I guess there were issues with the chip. PS3 used to play PS1 and PS2 games. Then, for the next models, didn't play either, and then eventually got compatibility with PS1 games. It was a weird history. Still? Jesus H. Oh, that's interesting. What day is it, everybody? It's Tuesday, right? No, it's Wednesday. I need to pay my internet bill. Come on. All right. Well, escape powder's nice. What I really need is to find in one of these boxes something that could give me more holy. I should have just bought more while I was out. That would have been a good idea. Fire. Come on, holy. That doesn't give me holy. That's a good find, but it ain't what I need. Come on. Can we get there? Nope. All right. Well, either way, I really wanted to finish that weapon today, but we're getting to around my time, and suddenly my stomach is telling me that I need to be in a room with lots of running water in just a moment. I'm not sure if that comes across, but I gotta go in more ways than one, guys. Have a good one.